All right, everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shira David, Baruch Hashem. I wish everyone a Shvuah Tov, a good Bach, a good week to everyone and all. And we learn always for the well-being of our Chayalim and for our Hitufim, the captives. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give them all Siyata D'Shmaya to the Chayalim to find them and bring them all home. They should all come home and end the evil very soon, hopefully. We're also learning today Leilu Nishmas Rab Meir ben Shmuel Rafal. He was a cousin of Rav Shalom, and we wish that he should be a Melitz Yosef for Klal Yisrael. Yeah. All right, so we're in the middle of learning in Likutey Halachos. We're learning Hilchos Birchas HaShachar. All right, the morning blessings. We're in Halacha Hey 5. And we're in the middle of letter Mem Dalet, which is 44. Okay, we're learning this beautiful concept, right, of really how important our neshamas really are, and how special our neshamas are. That our neshamas are really part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and now even malachim, angels would not be successful, were not successful when they came into this world, because they're not as high as the place where our neshamas come from. It's an amazing thing if you really think about that, right? We talk about all the different angels, right? The Srafim, the Haifanim, right? All these these burning angels and these all these different kind of angels that we have up there. And these angels are not as high as any Jew. Any Jew's neshama, any Jew. His neshama of any Jew is higher than any of those angels. That's amazing, right? That is amazing, right? Because these angels, if they came into this world, since they're not coming from such a high place, right? The way it works is, since they're not coming from such a high place, when they come into this world, they get totally lost, right? But our neshamas, because they come from such a high place, from the Tachas Kisei HaKavod, right? They're so lofty. So that way we said anytime something is very high, it can go down low as well. It can go down lower, right? And be successful, right? But we need to constantly strengthen our neshama, right? How do we do that? By which is the Ner Hashem, right? Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. Good morning, Yossi. Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam, right? That the candle of Hashem is the neshama of the person, right? So we said that, right? Right? And that's why we said we light a candle in memory of somebody. We'll light a candle, because with the candle is similar to what we said, Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. All right. Now we're going to learn today. That it all goes based on the categories of 7, right? The 7. Why? Again, we learned that the idea, we were learning about this idea, the Metzach HaRotzon and the Metzach HaTachton, Metzach HaElyon, Metzach HaTachton. And the lower Metzach, the lower realm upstairs works on 7, right? The 7, the Zer Anpin, right? So now we're going to learn that really the neshama works on 7s also. Let's see, okay? Let's see now. V'alkein, Rav Nosson says here today, V'alkein, Heim Bechina Shivas Haneras. The 7 candles. It's very nice, right? We learned yesterday the Parashat Truma, right? We learned all about the menorah, right? We learned all about the menorah. The menorah is an amazing idea, right? The menorah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu kept telling Moshe Rabbeinu how to make the menorah. Do you know that? Moshe Rabbeinu asked Hashem, how do I make this? Hashem explained it to him. And then he forgot. Then he asked him again, how do I do this? Okay, he told him. He forgot. He did this a few times. And then B'Tzalel, he tells B'Tzalel to make it, makes it right away. Isn't that amazing? B'Tzalel makes it right away. Because B'Tzalel believed in the kayach of his Rebbe. And his Rebbe, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't believe in himself. Yeah. But that was B'Tzalel that did that. That was B'Tzalel. Mm-hmm.
Well, that was his role.
No, right. Now that's because B'Tzalel believed mamish in his Rebbe. He believed in his Rebbe, but Moshe Rabbeinu, because he was under Mikol Adam, he didn't believe that the candles, because Moshe Rabbeinu saw that the Beis Hamikdash and the Mishkan was going to be destroyed. Everything was going to be destroyed. So there won't be any candles. It's like, how's this going to work? How's the tikkun? But he understood that really anytime we light a candle, right? We learned that, remember, when it's Hanukkah time, right? Whenever we light a candle, the candles are holy. When we light a candle for holiness, right? You light a candle for tefillah, right? Sometimes Bati Midrashim, they're very careful that they always have candles burning on the like on the where the shliach tzibur is. You ever see that? It always has to be candles burning, right? You ever see that, Yossi? So what?
Where?
In some shuls, they're very careful that every time where the man's standing to daven, right, at the amen, right, the man's leading the congregation, over there they have candles lit. Did Rabbi Goldberger do that?
No, but we had the Ner Tamid.
Yeah, you lit something. You had something.
It was always
no, not the Ner Tamid. No, we always had the Ner Tamid something else.
No, we didn't have the
Never candle. No, never
somebody's
candle.
house.
Okay.
If you saw the destruction of the temple, you probably saw the end of it.
No, right. No, but Hashem told him, explained to him that really we're going to have Hanukkah, the whole thing, and then every candle is holy. But Moshe Rabbeinu was having trouble with it. But Betzalel understood it. Betzalel understood that he believed in the koyach of his Rebbe that Moshe Rabbeinu will lead till the end. Moshe Rabbeinu is going to be the end. Moshe Rabbeinu, there's a teaching that really Moshe Rabbeinu is really Mashiach Tzidkenu. Moshe Rabbeinu will come back as Mashiach. It'll be Ben David, of course, but it'll come back. It's that way. All right, whatever. Either way, Shiva Saneres, right? The seven lamps. Kitzrichin lohar b'chol minei choshech shem klulim b'shiva, and it comes from the seven. So in other words, seven, everything goes on both sides, right? We have the side of good and the side of bad, right? So he always works on this, the idea of seven. Whenever we connect to the Shivas Hamidas, right? So which is the Chesed and the Gevurah and the Tferes and the Netzach, Chod, Yesod, and Malchus. Whenever we connect to all this, which really encompass everything of life, right? Everything that we're doing fits into one of those seven. That's how when we use those ideas, we can get through all kind of darkness, all right? Okay, Kolan Nefilish Avadim Chas V'Sholem B'Chinas Ki Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'Kam. Interesting in Mishlei, right? Interesting pasuk. Everyone knows this. Ki Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'Kam. The tzaddik will fall down 7 times, but each time he gets up. That's what makes him the tzaddik. He falls down, but he gets back up. He doesn't stay falling down. Sheva Yipol Tzadik V'Kam, but he gets up. He falls, but he gets back up, and that's
7 times.
right. Because again, the same like we're learning here within the 7 midos. Within the 7 midos, if you fall, anytime you fall within any of the 7, but you can get back up. You can brush yourself off and get back up, because he understands that you're always a new person. You're always starting again. That's the idea of the Machadish B'Tuvay B'Chol Yom Tov and Maaseh Bereish. Hashem is always recreating. So okay, I fell down over here, but now I can get back up. Right? He connects back to the Ratzon Hashem. Right? You connect what?
Why does it say what happens after he falls and rises 7 times?
No, it's just he's trying to. The teaching is that each time the tzaddik falls down, he rises. He may fall down in Chesed. He may fall down in Gevurah. He may fall down in Tferes. He may fall down in Netzach. It doesn't matter. Whichever one of the 7 lower spheres that he falls down in, he'll get back up. He's always going to get back up.
But this says 7 times a tzaddik will fall and rise up.
Yeah. I'm explaining it to you.
Yeah, but this sounds like it's implying that it only happens.
So then
7
go to
times.
that school. What? Go to these people and ask them. You're coming here to learn, so I'm trying to explain it to you.
But what you're telling me doesn't connect. I don't connect with it because I understand falling down and rising up.
The tzaddik will fall and get back up. That's the teaching. He'll fall, but he gets back up. He doesn't stay down. That's the main thing to get. That's the main thing to get from this. Okay. The tzaddik falls, but he gets back up. And now we're going to learn that really we're all considered tzaddikim.
I know that. Yeah. That's
okay, wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, wait a second. Rav Nosson is building this up, okay?
Yeah.
He's trying to understand this, right? Okay, let's go back now, okay? Ki, kol, echad mi Yisrael, nikra tzaddik. Because every single Jew is called a tzaddik. K'may shekosav amech kulam amech yisol kulam tzaddikim ubefrat mi sheroitzel is karav elav yizbar. That's the main point. Okay, so it says we know this. It's the Mishnah, right? It's a teaching from Yeshaya. It's also in the Pirkei Avos, right? The Amech Kulam Tzadikim, right? All right. But when is it the Amech Kulam Tzadikim? Anyone that wants to get closer to Hashem, that has the Ratzon. When you have the Ratzon, you have the will to get closer to Hashem. You're in the Tzaddik club. That's how you gain entrance into the Tzaddik club, and you keep your membership via having always a ratzon to get closer to Hashem. Is that amazing? That's mamash, a beautiful thing. Wanting to connect to Hashem makes a person a tzaddik, because he's going to fall, but he's going to get back up because he has the ratzon. He has the ratzon. Uvehechrech sheyave olav kama v'kama minei choshech. It's incumbent. Just listen. It's inevitable. We're all going to fall through. We're going to go through a lot of darkness, right? We're all going to go through a lot of darkness. Kimat beli shir. It's going to be. It looks like there's no end, right? There's no end to it. It can be so much darkness. V'chol kiyumai b'chol minei nefilais chas v'sholom hu al yedei harotzon. How do you get past it? You're always connected to Hashem. Whatever I'm going through, you turn to Hashem. You find Hashem in whatever darkness there is. The same way we said when a person finds himself physically in a very dark place, right? And he has a match, and he can light a match. That little light, that little fire can push off all the darkness, and he can see where he's going, right? So too, the person's going through in his life dark situations. He connects to the Ratzon Hashem, which is the Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam. So then that'll be the light to get him through whatever dark situation he's in.
It also ties to filling. Like they say, the 7 candles. Seven times. You purify your eyes, your ears, your nose, mouth.
Very good. Shenikra Ner Hashem shekolul b'chinas shiva saneras. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is kol, he's all-inclusive in all the 7 candles, in the 7 spheres. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is there, so when it doesn't matter where he fell, it doesn't matter where he stumbled, it doesn't matter. Hashem is there. If you just have to connect back to Hashem. Shemeya b'chol ha'midas hakluyim b'shiva, Hashem illuminates with all the midas, which is all-inclusive, the 7 la'alos, mikol ha'nefilos v'achoshech la'ar gadol. Come out of that darkness to come to great light, great emunah, great ratzon Hashem. If the person just remembers that Hashem is there with him in the darkness. And this is a very beautiful thing that anyone can use, anytime, right? Whenever we go through different situations in our lives, but if we connect it to Hashem, that's the light. Then we have light. The person doesn't have to feel depressed. He doesn't have to feel hopeless, right? He doesn't have to feel anxiety. Because if he realizes he's with Hashem, why should I have anxiety? Hashem is here with me, right? Yeah. Bebechinas ki sheva yipol tzaddik v'kam, and this is why Reb Nosson keeps bringing the pasuk sheva yipol tzaddik v'kam, because he'll keep getting up. He's called a tzaddik. Why? Because he's always connecting to Hashem. That's why he's called a tzaddik. You called it tzaddik because you connect to Hashem. You want to be connected to Hashem. That's the definition. How you understand when you read that Mishnah, right? Amech kulam tzadikim. Who are the Amech kulam? So we're all tzadikim. Those that connect to Hashem. They want to have that connection to Hashem. Any questions on this? Yeah. Go ahead.
Interesting, because we're not saying that tzaddikim don't fall. We're saying, but they get up.
They get up, yeah.
They always get up.
But that's the beauty of the whole thing.
Yeah.
That,
and it's something we're talking about here is you, me, all of us.
No, we're talking about
all of us.
Am Yisrael.
Yeah.
A Jew never gives up and never doesn't connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He falls, and we get up and move ahead.
Right, but if you connect to the light of your neshama, that's how you get up. The the light's always there.
One of my kids used to say to me, I feel so alone and so far away.
Yeah.
So I said, get up and go to shul. You know,
They say that when a person feels very far and long away, they're really close.
Right.
When you feel far away, that means you're really close. When you feel too close, that means you're not too close.
It was desire
Yeah.
to get closer, and they were stuck. I remember this. So they didn't go to shul. Because, who am I? I'm not really connecting. I'm not worthy. Whatever you want to say. And they would go, and it would be a simple thing, and they would reconnect.
See, I think that the greater the tzaddik you are, the more muna you have, the shorter the time is from when you fall up to when you get back up.
When you fall down, you get up. Yeah, okay.
No, but the time shortens.
Yeah, okay. But either way, he goes down to get back up, go back up higher. See, we understand that. If you understand, you're only falling down. The tachlis of the Yerida is not the Yerida. It's the Aliyah. The whole point of falling is not to be down. The point is to go back up higher. Right?
I don't want to fall down again. I don't want to fall down again.
That means you don't want to go up higher again.
Okay.
I just read on Shabbos
Yeah.
the Lubavitcher Rebbe was giving a sikha, which by all accounts was like another world. There was like all these complicated problems.
He did that on Shabbos all the time. He did that on Shabbos. He talked for 4 hours straight.
And it was mind blowing. He was fixing all the issues, and everyone was. And normally at the end of that, he would go ahead and get everyone fired up and do his do some sort of singing afterwards. And in this case, he abruptly stopped in the middle, like towards the end of his sikha, which was brilliant. He didn't do the whole singing thing afterwards, and he didn't look around at everyone. He just got up and walked out, which was very, very odd and strange, and people were really taken aback by it. So one of the Hasidim asked him, and he said that either it's well known or I heard it from my father-in-law that if something's going too good, it's not right. It's not.
If it's too perfect, there's something wrong.
Yeah, it needs to be because I know you're all amazed that this is an incredible sikha, everything's perfect and flowing and the ideas and haras but no, you need some.
You need some pushback.
You need some pushback.
No pushback. If it's just so perfect,
it's just too perfect. And if it's just too perfect,
I have to stop. Right.
That's kind of what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, good. Meaning what, things are just too perfect?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I know that's what I'm saying.
So
Something's coming. I don't know what, but something's coming.
No, that's true. So you're waiting for
But you just remember, whatever comes.
Don't worry, Mordechai.
Listen, whatever comes, you just connect to Hashem. That's it. That's what the Rebbe did. He went out, he stopped, and he connected back to Hashem. He realized.
So he went down for about 30 seconds.
He may have felt on his level, this was he was a little arrogant. He may have felt on his by himself but again he was on the greatest level. But again, for him, for that tzaddik at the level that he was at, he felt something was wrong.
Yeah.
He felt something was wrong, and because of that, he said, "I have to quit, cease and desist." That's it. He left. He stopped. It's amazing to understand it. But the tzaddikim were in touch with this. They felt it. You see, that's the beauty. But we can all do that. We know any time we hear something, we're in a situation, we go to a place, we just connect it back to Hashem. That's what the tzaddikim are doing. And that's what we're learning. If we connect to the Ratzon Hashem, that's our life, because that's the nair of the neshama, the light of the neshama. You illuminate it. You bring it out. You bring the light of your neshama out when you connect to Hashem. That's how you relight the candle. You understand? You connect to Hashem, and that's how it gets relit.
So he's my candle. So I got to get one of those things. With
No. You don't need to get anything. No. You just connect to Hashem, and it lights it up. That's how it works. All right? Sheyiska la'asik b'Torah shu bechinas chotzva amudeha shiva. All right? You get to learn Torah, which the Torah is a chotzva amudeha shiva b'tfila shehi bechinas sheva b'yoyim hilal ticha. Right? So every day you have 7 prayers. What are the 7 prayers we're referring to? The 7 brachas of Kriya Shema. Right, in the morning, right? Right, in the morning we have how many? How many do we have in the morning?
Clear Shema? Two.
You talk Birchas HaShachar?
No. Hilchas Kriya Shema. So we start out with Yotzei Ma'oros, right? Then we have a Hava Rabbah. Then we end up Gal Yisrael. That's 3, right? And then at night, how many do we have? 2 before and 2 after.
Right.
No, 2 in the we start Maya before and 2 after. 4. 4 and 3 is 7.
Right.
So again, Shema, right? The Shema, the bircha, the brachas of the Kriya Shema, and Shema is the best way to connect back to Hashem. Like we learned, right? You connect to Hashem, the Ratzon Hashem. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad is 25. Baruch Shem Kavai Malchusei Le'el Avoid is 24. Because the Yud Kei Vav Kei is 4 letters, it's not 2 letters. Right? Okay, so it's 25, right? Right. That's if you do it the other way, the whole teaching goes out the window, right?
Really, I always. Right when I was there, what happened?
Yeah, no, it's 25, right? So it's higher. So that's how you connect to the Metzach HaRotzon, right? Every time you can do that. You can do that every time, and that's why it's so important. Every day we connect. See, we're dealing with the 7 all the time in our life, right? So the Chazal instituted us to make 7 brachos, 7 blessings. We make 7 blessings to the Kriya Shema, which are connected to the 7 Sfiros.
Remind me of the 7 blessings, because I don't think I followed it completely.
Okay, in the morning when after Baruch Hu. So then you make a blessing, you make the blessing on the luminaries. Right?
Okay.
That's the one blessing. Then you make another blessing where you say that Hashem chooses us with his love. Okay, that's the second one. Then we say Shema, and then we say the bracha before Shmon Esrei, Go Al Yisrael. That's 3.
Okay.
Right? 3 in the morning, right? And then in evening blessings, you have 2 blessings, right? Before Shema, right? You say the Baruch Hu, right? You say you have 1 blessing, then you have the next blessing, then you say Shema, right? And then after the Shema, you have 2 blessings again.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
And that's 7. 4 and 3 is 7, right? Okay. We got it? We understand? So again, we're connecting the Kriya Shema, 7, which is the 7 spheres that we have within us that we're dealing with on a regular basis, right? The 7. And we're connecting the 7 back to the 7 brachos of Kriya Shema, because again, we're trying to connect to the Ratzon Hashem. Okay?
And that's above the 24 courts.
Which is higher than the 25, right? Avali efshel iskais lezeh, ki em al yedei shemekashem atzmai letzadikei emes. In other words, you're not going to be able to do this unless you're connecting yourself always to the tzaddikim. If you don't connect yourself to the tzaddikim, you're not going to be able to do this. You have to be attached to the tzaddikim, the teachings of the tzaddikim, in order to be able to accomplish this. Shehem kuluyim bebechinas Moshe shenistalek b'Rav Deravim, because all the tzaddikim are all connected to Moshe Rabbeinu, right? All of them, anyone that write the tzaddikim that write their beautiful svarim, Rabbi Nachman, Rabbi Nosson, right? All the tzaddikim, right? And all of these svarim, they're all connected back to the teachings of Moshe Rabbeinu, right? So they're all connected back to the Rav Deravim. Moshe Rabbeinu left the world at that time. Yeah. During Moshe Rabbeinu's life, he was on 49. He was on the 49th level. But he attained the 50th level when he left the world. He attained the 50th gate. B'rotzen she'b'rotzen. Shu oimed bein shmad l'rotzen. We know when Moshe Rabbeinu is buried, right? He's buried next to, right opposite the Baal Pa'or, right? That's what the Torah tells us, correct? And Moshe Rabbeinu is standing always between shmad l'rotzen. Shmad, we said, is what? Anytime a person does something against the Ratzon Hashem, right? Hashem wants him to do this, that, and the other thing. He chooses something else. That's Shmad. Shmad, we understand, is when a person says he throws in the towel on the religion, right? That's Shmad, right? But there's many levels of Shmad, right? And Moshe Rabbeinu is always standing there, being Shmad l'Ratzon, Ratzon Hashem, right? The Ratzon Hashem, Shmad is doing against Hashem. Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, "V'oisei geirim ubalei tshuva ba'olam ki mala oisam mishmad l'Ratzon." And that's how Moshe Rabbeinu, and that's how all of the geirim in the world work. They go from Shmad l'Ratzon. They go from not believing in Hashem, not knowing Hashem, right? A guy, he doesn't know Hashem, right? He's born into the world full of nonsense, and he chooses and he finds Hashem and he converts. That's being Shmad l'Ratzon, okay? Ki rak hu meir umachnis teikif harotzon the kedusha b'chol echad echad. It's Moshe Rabbeinu and the Torah's Moshe, right? The Torah that puts the light into each and every one of us, gives us the light. Even if a person fell into whatever he fell into, he got messed up and he got mixed up into the wrong things. He got mixed up with the wrong people, the wrong things. Hu machnis bo gam kein she'is gaber b'toikev harotzon atay. The Torah, if the person connects to Hashem, no matter where he is, no matter where he fell, if he realizes he's there within Hashem, Hashem is there with him. We said that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Makom Mo Shalolam Va'ena Olam Makom Mo, right? Hashem is the world. Hashem is part of everything in this world, right? He's part of everything of this world. So if you fell to whatever you fell to, guess what? You're in the realm of Hashem, because you're in the world still. So you fell into the realm of Hashem. When you recognize that, that's the tikkun. That's the tikkun. But to get that, you have to be connected to the tzaddikim, the teachings of the tzaddikim, or else you're not going to recognize that. You're going to think you fell to this, and you fell, and the guy's falling, and he thinks he can't get back. But we know that there's no such a thing. No matter where the person is, the person can come back to Hashem. V'al-yedei zehu maleyu mishmad l'rotzon. He's able to lift everybody up. Moshe Rabbeinu, the tzaddik, can raise everybody up. And all of the tzaddikim that follow Moshe Rabbeinu, right? All of those tzaddikim, they're all part of the same idea. They're part of that group of Mishmad l'Ratzon, so they can help anybody by connecting to the teachings of the tzaddikim. Okay? Does everyone understand that? Now we understand the 7, right? We understand why it's 7. 7 blessings of Kriya Shema, right? The 7 blessings of Kriya Shema connected to the 7 spheros. The 7 candles of the menorah. Right? 7 candles of the menorah. 7 days of the week, which are connected to the spheros. Right? You know that, right? The 7 days of the week are connected to the spheros also, right? All 7. All 7s are connected, right?
7 openings.
7 openings in the head. Right. That's the menorah. Right? That's the menorah, right? Okay, so we understand that, we got it, right? And any time the person fell down, he connects to the Ratzon, that's how he can get the light. That's why it's the menorah. The menorah, he would light the menorah. How do you light the menorah? Ratzon Hashem. The Ratzon. Connecting back to the will of God. V'zeu ba'aloischa saneiros shetirtza lahadlik or lahalois saneiros hakadoshim shehem b'chinas nafshei Yisrael. How you like that? See that? That was V'haloischa Saneris, when Aaron a Kohen would go, and he would light the candles, right? V'haloischa Saneris. Shetirtza lahadlik. He wants to light. He wants to illuminate. Ulahalois, and to elevate. Esaneres HaKadoshis, these holy candles, these holy lights. She'im B'chinas Nafshes Yisrael. So what's he really doing? He's lifting up Nafshes Yisrael. He's lifting up Jews. You lift up the Jews, you light their fire in them, and you let them find Hashem. Everyone has this, but sometimes the neshama is just drowned out. The calling of the neshama is drowned out in their life because they're so connected to the other side, like we said, right? Sometimes the other person's so much connected to the other side doesn't let him go. The other side says, "I'm not letting you go. You're part of my camp all this time. I'm not letting you go." Right? But if the person stays steadfast and he stays and he's strong with that, he will get out. He will get out because again, Aaron is lighting the candles and the candles are getting lit all the time. When they lit, he's lighting the neshamas of the Klal Yisrael. Sheyavru laHashem Yisbarach, right? Sheyavru laHashem Yisbarach v'neiram hi uhaylech umeya b'chol minei chayshech. And those lights, the neshama, these neshamas, right? These lights will go through any kind of darkness that they found themselves in. Again, if you connect to Hashem, whatever the darkness is, if you connect to Hashem. El mul pnei menorah yiru shiva saneras. Maybe that's why they say there's no atheist in a foxhole, right? They say there's no such a thing as an atheist in a foxhole. Is that right?
The battlefield.
Huh?
The battlefield.
A foxhole. You know what a foxhole is, right? Where the soldiers are, right? Right. They say there's no atheist in a foxhole, right? He's an atheist all his life. He's screaming out, no, no God, no God, no God. He said, oh, God, help me. When he realizes there's no hope, right? This is my only hope is God.
Of which there isn't any.
What?
Of which he admitted his whole life. He didn't
I understand, but but he's in that situation, he recognizes, I made a big mistake. God, I need you.
There's a soldier back from Gaza. He's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I guess he's been right up front, where the battles are going on. And he said he has never felt the level of unity of the team with his
group.
His group. He said it was just,
his company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like they went through training together. It's like they went through war together.
Yeah.
And it's like
They bonded.
unbelievably.
Each one was it was covering the other one's back, right? Literally. Literally. Everyone's paying attention. They got to pay attention, right? Yeah. Oh. Wow, it's amazing. They're amazing. These soldiers. They're all amazing. They're really amazing people.
Even the teachings of Rav Nachman and psychological help, and there's really a lot of pain and trauma. And just a few days ago, we had down here underneath Torah, there's a security road. So one of our neighbors was walking their dog, and he sees a man with a hoodie on, and they see each other. They lock eyes, and he picks up a rock. This guy with the hoodie. And he holds it, and then he puts it down, and then he scurries away. He was doing very odd
things.
Movements, yeah. So this neighbor calls security. Say, look, this guy, hoodie, he picked up a rock, he can throw it at me, but like something's odd. They look on the camera, they find the guy. And it turns out it was a soldier who had just come back from Gaza who, he has PTSD. So he's just out of whack. Stuff like that. You take it, this is stuff that's going on. In the tens, hundreds of thousands. That's real. That's real. So
it's real.
So Safta packers might need to transition a little bit to Safta love, and because that's what we're gonna need. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay, Yiru Shiva Sadeh. Pnei HaMenorah, Zeh Bechinas HaTzadik, Shu Bechinas Moshe, Shu Bechinas Pnei HaMenorah. Moshe Rabbeinu was the face of the menorah. He had so much trouble. Moshe Rabbeinu had so much trouble with the menorah. But that's who he really was. He was the one that was out there lighting up the Nishmas Yisrael. That's Moshe Rabbeinu.
So he was the menorah.
Yeah. But he couldn't. But he was such an honor. He was such a humble person. He couldn't identify. He couldn't identify with himself, even though that was the case. Unbelievable. The tzaddikim. Shekola menorah hatahira, shehem klal nishmas Yisrael. Every Jew that has an neshama is a menorah. Every Jew. Me'ira mimenu kihu shayrish kulam, because Moshe Rabbeinu is the shayrish of all of them, and Hashem, of course. V'alkei nikra pnei menorah ki ponim lashon rotzan, because ponim, the word ponim, is another a lashon of rotzon, right? Let's say k'moshe kosav sham b'Torah v'esar or v'manal. Okay, so that's that. Now, Balkan Hizir es HaKahanim, Shein Bechinas as a Kenim de Kedusha. And therefore they warn the Kahanim, right? The wonderful Kohanim, right? That they are part of the Zekanim de Kedusha, Right? What do we say the difference between the Zikanim, the Kedusha, and the Zikanim of the Sitra Achad, the Nachash is? The Zikanim, the Kedusha, constantly every day doing something to get closer to Hashem. Right? As they get older, they get more comfortable with getting closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, right? Every day they find Hashem in a different light, in a different way, in something different. How? Because they're constantly connecting to all the situations in their life and the things that are going on. They connect to Hashem in different ways every day. So it's something very special. Where the Zikanim, the elders of the snake, those guys, they're living their life and they get grumpier and grouchier every day of their life because they can't indulge in all of their desires that they like to indulge, and they can't do it anymore. So they get nasty and they get very grouchy and grumpy, right? But we're connecting. What?
What do you mean? You're saying you that's our future? Nasty and grumpy?
If you don't,
No, if you're not connecting to Hashem each day, then if you're connected to the Ziknei, the Kedusha, so that means every day you find Hashem in a different light, right? You find Hashem in a different way, right? Different situations going on in life. Different ways you can connect to Hashem every day in life. Hashem keeps it very interesting, right?
So yesterday or the day before, I looked at my dog and I said, where did your instinct come from?
Yeah.
You have a beautiful instinct about you, and that came from Hashem.
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean, it's an example of what you're talking about. The
Fine.
awe of Hashem, it keeps growing.
You found it? Okay, good. Find Hashem in different ways every day.
Every day.
He can even do it in a dog. See that? Isn't that amazing?
yeah. Well, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You could find Hashem
In anything.
in anything.
Anything.
I talked to an ant a few months
And
ago.
become awed and wowed by
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't have Hashem, you're right. That's what they say. You're a grumpy old man.
That's right. That's right.
Don't say you're a grumpy young boy. You're a grumpy old man because that's if you don't have Hashem.
He doesn't have Hashem, and then he's lazy.
Like, what am I doing here? Like, something I could do.
No, and he realizes he's getting close to the end of his life, and he didn't do anything to prepare for the next world. Right? He realized I lived my whole life, and what did I do? Nothing. That's what makes them more grumpy.
But God is in his grumpiness too.
Of course, he can turn back to Hashem. Of course, but so long as he's part of the other camp, he's not going to do that. We're learning how to get him. Even he can. It doesn't matter. Of course, he can become a nice, sweet old guy too. Of course, he can.
The Kabbalah people need to go after the elderly who are grumpy. Who haven't put on clothes.
Ha'oiskim la'alais nafshes Yisrael b'chinas v'atem koyanei Hashem tikre'eyu. So we know, we said that the Navi Yeshaya says this, that we're all going to be called Kahana. When Mashiach is going to come, Mirz Hashem, any moment now, we'll all be considered Kohanim. The Navi Yeshaya said, right? Why? Because all of the world, the same way we have to give the truma to the Kohanim, right? We give the tithe. Tithe? How do you say tithe? The tithes to the Kohen. Right? So the whole world, we're all going to be Kohanim because the whole world is going to serve us. Same way the Jewish people serve the Kohen and bring things to the Kohen, the whole world is going to serve us. Isn't that a nice thing? The whole world's going to serve us.
Not just you.
It's going to start with the guys at the UN.
I heard that the Levim are going to regain their the Bahor back or something.
Okay. Well, okay. We're all going to be considered Kohanim. All of us. Okay? Sheyechavnu tamid la'alois lakasha shivas haneros. The same way the Kohanim are trying to do that now with the candles, we'll all be doing that. We'll all be lifting up our 7 midos, lifting up the 7 midos to Hashem. Shehem klal anishmais hakluyim b'sheva kitot, the 7 different camps, the groups. Kol haneshama, kalula mishiva midos. Every single neshama is connected, is all inclusive in all of the 7 midos. Right? Each neshama is inclusive of all the 7 midos. Sheyala v'yakashe kulam. And we'll turn them all to the Pnei HaMenorah. The same way the candles all face the center candle. So we too all will always take our midos, our 7 midos, and turn them towards the center, which is Hashem. All right? Which is the tzaddik Moshe, which Hashem, shemachnas toikef harotzen the kedusha believe kol echad leval yanuach es harotzen atoiv le'elam, that will never give up on the rotzon, never give up on the rotzon. We'll always connect. We'll always know it's all Hashem, whatever is going on. Now we could do it also. We could connect to what's going to be in the time of Mashiach. Every time you go through any situation in life, and you know Hashem is behind it. Hashem is behind the situation. It's Hashem. You're there. Hashem, you're there in that situation. That's the light. That's lighting up the situation when you put Hashem in the situation. Okay, v'hayadei zeh yalu yadliku v'yayiru. You'll be able to go up. You'll be able to light and it'll be illuminated. There won't be any shum chayshich la yuchal lahachshich lahem. No darkness will be able to be dark for them, because again we'll always have the light, because we'll always know whatever the situation is, it's from Hashem. Whatever the situation is, kineiram loi sichbe, because their light will never be extinguished. Loi sichbe will never be extinguished. Ki mekushrim betzadik bechinas Moshe, because we're connected to the tzaddik of Moshe Rabbeinu. Again, it's all dependent. All this whole teaching is dependent if you're connected to the tzaddikim. The person doesn't believe in the tzaddik and the teachings of the tzaddikim, so then he's out of luck. He'll never be able to do this, right? Only if you connect to the tzaddikim, the koyach of the tzaddik, because the tzaddik is all inclusive of all nishmas Yisrael, of his generation. And when you connect to the tzaddikim, so you're connecting back to the Ner Hashem Nishmas Adam, and you have the illumination. Right? Shenem olav ki b'shem kotzecha nishpata loy shelo yichbe neiroi liyoylam voed. Right? We say that when we did the Birchas Haftorah, right? Remember those words? Shelo yichbe neiroi liyoylam voed. Remember those words? Nishpata loy shelo yichbe neiroi liyoylam voed. Right? Yeah, you see that? That the candle will never go out. That's the candle of David, Mashiach, which others say is Moshe Rabbeinu. The candle will never go out. It's always connected, always connected. You're always connecting to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So this is the beautiful teaching, right? To understand that the 7, why do we have the 7 spheros, right? Let's just review. Right, we have the 7 spheros, right? Chesed, Gvura, Tzveret, Netzach, Chod, Yesod, and Malchus. 7 spheros, right? 7 blessings by the Kriya Shema. 7 blessings, right? 7 blessings. 3 in the morning, 3 at night. Every day. 3 in the morning, 3 at night. 4 at night, 3 in the morning. However you want to do it. It's 7. You have 7. Why do you need the 7? Because you want to connect always the Kriya Shema. Right? The Kriya Shema, the 7 of the Kriya Shema is connecting to Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad Shema Yisrael, right? Which is 25, which is the Metzach HaRotzon, right? The higher one, right? Which transcends the Metzach HaTachton, which is the Zer Anpin, the 7 spheres, right? The lower one with the 24 courthouses, right? How do you do that? Connecting to the 7. Right, we're all it says, Sheva Yipol Tzaddik Bekam. The Tzaddik will fall down 7 times, but he'll get up. Any Jew that's considered a Tzaddik, how you consider a Tzaddik? You're searching to find the Ratzon Hashem. You're always searching. You want to find the Ratzon. You want to find Hashem in your life. You're looking for Hashem. That makes a person a Tzaddik. Because he's going to fall. It doesn't matter. He may fall within the 7 spheres. It doesn't matter. But each time he'll get back up. He'll get back up because again he connects to the Ratzon Hashem, which lights his neshama. He lights up his neshama again, and that's his tikkun each and every single time. How do you get all of this? You have to be connected to the tzaddikim, because the tzaddikim are considered the menorah, right? They consider the menorah. The menorah are the 7 candles on the menorah, right? 7 candles on the menorah, right?
So maybe what this means, where it's said about the tzaddik will fall 7 times and get up 7 times, that's in one day. We have the potential to fall and get up every day, because the next day is a new day.
Yeah.
And then we can fall and rise another 7 times.
Yeah, of course.
I was trying to make that connection. I was thinking more of a life thing rather than a day thing. You fall 7 times in your life, and you get up 7 times.
Every day's
Every
another
day's
life.
another life.
Every day's another life.
Now I get it.
Every day's another life. Because every day we have a bechina of Trias
Right.
HaMesim, right? Because sleep is the 60th of death, right? 1/60th of death. So we get up in the morning, we're starting all over again, right? How do you like that? You're a new person today, right? But how do you know that you're a new person today? You connect to the tzaddikim. If we believe in the tzaddikim, and like it says with the tzaddikim, shalayich ben neiroi li'olam voed, the Kadosh Baruch Hu will never, the light of the tzaddik and the light of HaKadosh Baruch Hu will never be extinguished. And our light will never be extinguished if we're connected to the tzaddikim. Right? We'll never be extinguished as well, so long as we're connected to the tzaddikim. Any other questions on this idea? And I think this is a nice little lesson that we have for Meir, for the Aliyas Neshama Shel Meir Ben Shmuel Rafal, right? No, there was a Shalom's had a cousin that passed away last night.
Sorry.
Yeah. So we learned today, and yeah. Okay. So anyway, everybody good?
What was the Nakuda of his? That was.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
He lived in America, so I didn't see him, but he had cancer for a number of years.
Yeah.
And, it's interesting, so we learned here, so I was davening for him and his mother's name. And then I said, use the mother's name, use the father's name. I remember his father's name is Shmuel. And we had a second name, so I looked it up, to see what his name was.
So you found it. Okay. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Yeah.
And they're sitting here.
He has brothers.
No, but did you have a story that you want to say from him, from his children, something?
I really didn't know him that well. I stayed about 14 years ago. I was in America. We went to America for my niece's bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
On my wife's side. And we were in Baruch for Shabbos, and I called him up. I said, sure, come. It was the middle of summer. It was very late. And we were sitting there at the table, and we were all falling asleep. It was just contemplating like the day before. And he's a Sanzer Chassid. Very interesting.
He was what?
Sanzer Chassid.
Sons. Okay.
Now I was getting something.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Hashem, a big Matan Sarah, and whole family.
There we go. You see, he was masped his cousin very nicely now. Very good.
Master, what does that mean?
He gave the eulogy. Very good. Okay, no, you should be Mamash Amelis Yosef for Klai, so we should hear Besora Tovos, and tomorrow Mitzvah Hashem will pick up on Mem Hey. Okay? Shkoyach, everybody.